Hey guys, somebody give me a 5 for 5 in there real quick. My internet here isn't the best where I'm at, so I'm gonna have to pull stuff up in a singular way instead of having it all staged for you. So I'll try to get through there for you guys. Um, can you guys hear me okay? I got a fan running in the background. Do I need to shut it off? It's fuzzy. Is it fuzzy? Should I shut the fan off, or is that gonna bug people? Okay. Okay. Cool. All right. Well, I'll just keep moving then, so we can keep going here. So yeah, guys, you see my thumbnail. Obviously, that's why. Yeah, I appreciate that, guys. I really do. So, I can't hear you over my own fans, so whatever. I love it. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you. But yeah, so you seen the thumbnail. The sun is definitely very, very active right now. And guys, this is really what's going to, I can't say this is going to be every week or every whatever with the sun, but we can expect the baseline of X rays to go up and stay there. It's just not going to be any different for a while. That's exactly what happens with the increase in the sun cycle. So that's what we're going to see. But with that being said, when we do get flares, when we get CMEs and things like that, we definitely need to talk about it. Now, I know everybody's probably looking at this one. I think what that was, I'm not sure if it was like a cutout in telemetry where they couldn't get the data back, but I think most of this is coming from like Ghost 16. And if you guys watched Ghost 16 last night at all, it was eclipsed a little bit. This half of the sun got eclipsed. So I think what it did was it actually wasn't able to pick up all the X-rays there for a second. And if you go down here and you look, like if let's go down here to here. So you see where Ghost 16 did that right here on the blue, and then Ghost 17 picked up the same dropout a few minutes later. And I think it's because they're orbiting like right behind each other, if I'm correct. I'm not saying that that's exactly how it's working. I need to go look at that. I just haven't had time. Hey, what's up, Tommy? Good to see you, bud. Guys, if you guys ain't been over to Tommy's channel, please go over there. Tommy, you're a mod, so you can drop your link if you would, man. Go ahead and drop it in the chat there so people can go over there. Guys, you guys know I had still have the pill addiction, and I've been sober now for 10 years. I'm on Suboxone. If you guys want just a better way of living life, go over here. I'm telling you. I've never seen a channel, and this is the God's honest truth. You guys correct me if I'm wrong. Go over there. Yeah, that's Tommy. Anyway, go over there, and you will see the view count to the amount of comments that are being made is almost double the amount of comments. So what's happening is there's real conversation being had. You don't see that on other channels ever. I don't know that I've ever seen that. And it's not just one video or two. It's it's like a family over there. It really is. And people help each other. And so I would really suggest everybody get over there, check it out. And if we're getting close to that 500 mark from my channel over here. And if we do, like I said, I'm going to do something stupid and eat that nasty pastrami stuff. Anyway, we're going to move on from that. But go over there and sub up to Tommy. The Tommy Scoville Show. I can't say enough good about it. That's just what it is. It's changing people's lives. I really think it is. Just to know where he came from and what he's went through his life, and he's sharing that with everybody. And it's not your typical look. Now, it's not something crazy either, but it's not your typical look at addiction. It's going to give you a real look at addiction and how to get past it and how to stay sober and do the best that you can do. And you're going to hear it from other people. So if you know people that are struggling, get them over there. If you're struggling, go over there. Nobody has ever, you can drop whatever you want in the comment section, and I promise you, if I don't see it, if Tommy don't see it, or, somebody's going to answer you and ask if you're okay and if they can help. And I'm telling you, man, I have just really never seen nothing like it. It amazes me to see the response that's happening over there. So, but anyway, we'll go back here to solar weather. Had to put that in there. But yeah, so yeah, even if you don't, guys, you can learn just life stuff just from being around people over there. So yeah, you're 100. Yeah, you're 100% right, man. 100%, Tommy. 100%. Okay, so anyway, you can see here, guys, where this satellite did. It picked up like a block out in telemetry, so it just couldn't get the data back. So that's why you're seeing this little bit of a glitch up here. I don't think that was a real dropout in X-ray. Okay, to be honest with you, I don't even know that that's possible. If the X-ray could drop out that fast, because when we look at the sun, the X-rays are coming from these sunspots. They're not going away. So what I'm saying is they were there when this happened. So there really shouldn't have been like a dropout. I really think it was like just a glitch. That and nothing else really moved. So, I think that's what that was. But anyway, so you can see here NOAA at the NOAA Space Weather Prediction Center. You can see their forecasting. They did miss this, and I want to talk about this for a minute because they were expecting a geomagnetic storm today and it didn't hit. Not yet. It looks like it might be right now, and this could be this right here late. Okay? I'm not saying that it is because obviously it's not in storm level yet, but they give themselves plus or minus 7 hours anyway. Okay? So that would be within that time frame. And again, guys, I have to stress the fact the sun's 93 million miles away. Come on. If they get it off by just a few hours, I'm okay with that. So it just amazes me that they can even do that. It really does. We live in a really, really special time for sure. But anyway. So here is the GOES 16. This is not SDO. This is coming from a different satellite, guys. Okay? I have to stress that. This is orbiting different around our planet. But it is this right here is the extreme ultraviolet view, the 195 angstrom of that. It looks very similar to SDO because it's really giving you the same stuff, just from a different position. Okay? So if you look here, we had a small little flare there too, and I'll show it to you on SDO here in a minute. But this sunspot here is massive. That is a big sunspot. I know it doesn't look too impressive on the visible light, but you got to understand you can get like 1.3 million Earths inside the sun. Okay, let that sink in for a minute. So if you put Earth there, these sunspots would completely swallow us up. These spots are bigger than the Earth, is what I'm trying to tell you. So, yeah, the sun is massive, and the only reason why we got these kinds of views is, again, it's that far away. Now we can zoom in as far as we want and all that too, obviously, but to give you a really realistic point of view there, just compare it in your own mind what the Earth is. You can get 1.3 million Earths in this ball. Okay? So it is, yeah. But, yeah. So, Aurora, obviously we're going to have it uptick in that. I'm not going to take you to the Aurora screen. We'll just do it right here. Where I usually show you the South Pole too. But usually if the North Pole's doing it, so's the South, and vice versa. So you're going to get some Aurora uptick when these things are happening. While that's loading, I'll take you back up here, and again, my internet connection isn't the fastest right now, which is okay, because I'm not at home, I'm on vacation in Tennessee. But, we got geomagnetic storm here, and again, what can we expect with geomagnetic storms? If you guys ever have that question, and nobody has answered that for you, all you got to do, guys, is go down here to the bottom of this page. This is NOAA Space Weather Prediction Center. It's really, just Google that and you'll see it. And scroll down. Okay, go all the way to the bottom of the page. And you're going to find everything you could ever want to see as far as what you need to know about space weather. All these here are links. See where they say products and data? You got forecasts, you got models, all that kind of stuff, right? So, you ever want to know anything, this is a really good hub for it, all right? So, if we go to geomagnetic storms and what we can expect, I think it's right here. Nope. Not sure exactly where it's at. It's here somewhere. I have to find it. Storm dashboard. Those are forecasts. But it's in here, is what I'm trying to tell you. It definitely it'll break it down into like G1, G2, all that, and it'll tell you what we can expect when we get those conditions. Okay, and you're going to find that you're really not seeing anything really all that serious until you start hitting G3 level storms. Okay, you're going to find that the most noticeable thing that we're going to see for what we do, unless you're like a ham radio operator, you're going to see more aurora. Okay? Hey, Jerry, what's up, bud? But, yeah, it definitely, when you're looking at this, yes. I mean, it looks like an EKG machine, right? That's why I put the thumbnail like I did. Just having a little fun with some words there. But you can definitely see, I mean, all these are flares. So, and then the one that's not on here, I think it might even be on my thumbnail though, is the big, the bigger M-class flare we had just before this one. So the sun's still popping little flares right now, and it is coming from that sunspot. So let's go over here and take a look at this. And obviously this was my my intro there, but you can tell, guys. I mean, these things are just, yeah, that's a big complex of sunspot there. Now, it's not like one of the biggest massive one I've ever seen. Okay, it's not like that big. But what's different is, guys, you got different polarities here. Okay, that's what makes it active. When the polarities get really close to each other and they're opposite of one another, they'll start interacting with each other, and that's what causes these flares to pop off. So, yeah, exactly, Janet. If the sun stopped doing this thing for just 1 second, we'd all be dead. Yeah, pretty much. That's yeah. I have to tend to agree with you on that one. And that's the thing, guys. The sun's supposed to do things, okay? And I know that for anybody that is doing this stuff for any length of time, if you haven't been here, if you just kind of got in on this, a year or two back, you've not seen solar maximum. Okay, so that's what I want to point out, because solar maximum, we're going to see active stuff. You're going to see things you've probably never seen before, but it is absolutely no reason to freak out. Okay, what we do need to know, if we get big X flares and stuff like that fired at us, obviously that's one thing we're going to have to talk about, and obviously that could give us issues. Okay, that's why we talk about it to begin with. But at the same time, we have to know in the back of our head that some of that stuff, almost all of it, is normal. It's in a cycle. Okay. Now the Carrington event back in 1859, and I say that for one reason, because that seems like that's the only thing anybody wants to talk about. They always refer back to the Carrington event. There were so many events before and after that happened that were very, very close to that powerful. And that's kind of what I'm saying. And please, I'm not trying to be facetious or anything here when I say stuff like this, but guys, look around. Your lights are still on. Okay, nothing has changed for you yet when it comes to power grids and stuff like that, right? So if that doesn't put things into perspective a little bit, maybe people need to think about that just for a second. And when I say that, I'm cautious when I say things like that, because, there's always a chance that something big will happen. That's why we talk about the stuff. But please don't try to think that any of it is just too crazy. Like I said, if we get like a big X flare fired at us, The X-rays, I won't be able to give you a warning about. They're here in 8 minutes. You get no warning. Okay? It's just not going to happen. Now, that's the X-ray part. Now, the stuff behind it, possibly you could get a warning. Okay? Now, you got to think with a bigger flare, typically you're going to have a more powerful CME with it. Right? And it's probably going to get, it's going to get up there. It's going to be a pretty good one. Okay? So, what I'm saying is that that's the stuff we can ward against. And that's what we worry about with the power grid. It's the geomagnetism behind the flare. So, we just have to be like that, right? Do I have one of those CME protectors? No, I do not. Guys, I often wonder about those, and I'm just saying, I'm not sure that that they can actually protect against something that big. It's almost, in my mind, you would almost have to build a Faraday cage around your house, and most people just aren't going to do that. Now, there are products out there that can help, but I don't think that they can stop all of it. So if it's going to be like a grid down situation, I don't think you're going to be able to do much about it. Yes, you could build a Faraday cage, put your electronics and stuff in there, and maybe that's what you do. I don't know. Everybody goes to their own level of things. And it doesn't matter if it's on or not. If it's on or if it's shut off, if we get hit with something like that, it's going to kill it no matter what. So that's kind of what I'm saying. But again, yes, a Faraday cage can do that, but could you imagine trying to do that for your whole house? And to be honest with you, I don't know about these other ones too that where you can like plug them into the wall or whatever, and they protect you from all that. I don't know if that is. I'm not sure how reliable that stuff is. I don't know, so I wouldn't really be able to give you a good answer on that one. But for me, no, I don't have anything like that. What I do is I make sure that I have what I need in case the power does go out, whether it's from a CME or a thunderstorm, or guess what, a hurricane. I mean, come on. You see what I mean about people that prep up? They do take we take a certain amount of abuse from people that think we're ridiculous for doing that. Well, people that are down south right now don't think we're so ridiculous. I promise you that. And that's too bad, So hopefully, people were able to do stuff and I'm not talking about the stuff that happened like right on the coast where it's really bad and it didn't matter if you prep or not right there, because anything you have would be gone. But yeah. My suggestion, guys, and this is the other thing too, if you're going to put something in a Faraday cage, okay, when you put whatever you're going to do to protect your electronics, you know what you're going to have to do with that? Some people forget this. You're going to have to put a power source in there with it. Because when you pull it back out and you want to use it, there's no power. So how are you going to power what you just protected? So you might want to have some batteries, or maybe have some sort of a generator that's protected with a Faraday cage. Stuff like that. And there's all kinds of different options, but no, I don't. I don't have any of that stuff. I got a small Faraday cage, but I don't even really have anything in it. Because I'm okay if the power goes out. I'll be okay. I don't need all that stuff. I got my family, I got food, water, I'm good to go. I don't need a cell phone. I don't need any of that crap. Because guess what? If it's that big of an issue, ain't nobody going to have a cell phone anyway. The towers aren't going to work. But how are we going to call somebody? You see what I'm getting at, guys? So if you are going to protect some of your electronics, make sure you're protecting the ones that are going to be actually useful for you. Some people get worried about like transportation. That could be a concern for some people, and you know what I would say? Go get an old car that doesn't have all the computer stuff in it. Janet, that's awesome. You don't want to live in a metal trash can? Yeah. That's awesome. Give me a little chuckle there. Thank you for that. That's funny. But right here on the X-ray absorption, you see what we got here, guys. This is definitely, yeah, this will show you where all the flares are and how our system is handling it. And some of them get in. Hey, Mickey, what's up? So yeah, guys, I mean, and this is the main reason why I did my show tonight was this, to show you this stuff. Now, we're right here, so I think we may be starting to see the beginnings of this. Okay? I think they just missed the time. It's my opinion right now. It may play out that this gets into storm level. I have to wait and see. Because right now, we should be at a 2, according to them, and we're at a 3. The next, it's trending like kind of in the middle there. So, probably what's happened here, guys, this is just a few hours late. I tell you what we can do real quick. We can go look at Discover data and see if that's upticking or not. We'll see if the conditions itself are actually moving here. I am going to shut this part off, right? I'm going to shut SDO off because this one right here, man, it eats up so many bits, it's ridiculous. Well, it does look like things are starting to kind of move up a little, but it's nothing drastic, so I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that, guys. It could have missed us too, okay? That's always a possibility. Always a possibility. So let's go over here to spaceweather.com. You guys know I take you guys here often. Go give them some love. Please don't just watch what I show you. Please go over there to the website here and check them out, okay? It's important we do that so we can support each other. You know what I mean? And what I mean by support is just putting some traffic through the website. That's what I mean. That's the best way to support people. It really is. What are they saying here? They're talking about the monster sunspot. They're talking about, they're talking about what we just talked about here. They're saying maybe it could have missed us, could be late, all that kind of thing. But remember the M4 flare? Okay, that one's coming, like on the 1st or 2nd. It says it has a chance of getting to G2 storm. And when they say a chance of getting to G2, you can probably say there's probably a range there from like 1 to 3. Okay? That's kind of where I would put it. And there's outside chances, guys, sometimes they've just been completely wrong and just kind of missed it. And we've gotten huge geomagnetic storms and then wasn't expected. Which is, like I said, it's 93 million miles away. Of course we're going to get it wrong sometimes. Anyway, so this is the sunspot grouping, okay, right here. That's 2860. And again, remember what I was saying. I can show you the magnetism, but like I said, my bit rate really sucks right now. I can't really just jump back and forth. But if you look at these, this one in particular, I think that darker spot right next to that other one, I think both of those are opposite in polarity. So it's just like jumping your car. You're crossing wires. It'll fire a flare really easy. That's why we're seeing a bunch of them right now. And they're all coming from right here. Now, this is the cool stuff about it right here. Check out these aurora. I mean, these things are awesome. Who took this one? Martin Mail. That's his name. Give him credit on that one because, I mean, these guys do a lot of hard work trying to capture these things. And these guys deserve the credit. And that's why I say their names, and that's because of that. I mean, look at that. That's beautiful stuff. It really is. Hey, what's up, Russell? So, okay, remember what I said as we're getting close to September? We got one little spot right here in noctilucent clouds. It cracks me up. Yeah. We'll probably even stop talking about this because we're not going to have them for a few months. All right? Remember I told you they were going to start slowly dwindling down, and that's exactly what it did. So they're gone right now. There are none. What are noctilucent clouds? Well, it's water vapor that freezes around meteor dust that's hanging around our poles. That's what it is. And they look like blue metallic clouds, kind of wavy looking, psychedelic kind of stuff. Pretty cool stuff. And they're really high in the atmosphere. Like part of the highest parts of our atmosphere. So, but right now, like I said, guys, they happen in the summertime of each pole. Okay, so right now it would be north. Here in a couple months towards the winter equinox for the north hemisphere, it'll be summertime in the south, and that's when we'll see them then. Now, so why do we even care about this other than because it's cool? Well, because it helps us understand. It's another piece of the puzzle when we're understanding our global climate. Because when you're looking at this, if you get more water vapor, what's that mean? Usually that means things are a little bit more hot. So, for a lot of reasons, especially around the poles, if the water temperature itself is a little bit hotter, that's going to put off more water vapor. Plus, around the poles, we got glaciers that start melting. What's that do? It's adding moisture. And when that stuff gets high up, it freezes around that meteor dust that hangs around. So that's why we look at this, because it can help us understand other parts of our climate. And you can go straight to this and pick out a whole bunch of different things. These things apply to a lot of different things. They've had 22 reported fireballs. Not much going on there. Near Earth objects. These are the meteors and stuff that they don't see until they see them. And notice that most of them say 2021 as a prefix. That's because that's when they seen them the first time. This one here, that was just added, I don't know, a day or two ago. They just caught this one. And it did come between us and the moon. I mean, it wasn't even a lunar distance away. But look, guys, remember what I said? Typically when that happens, they're small. Look how small that thing was. It was 6 diameters. I mean, take 6 times 3, what do you got? About 18 feet wide, right? So, I mean, not very big. That's all I'm saying. And it wasn't moving all that fast either. 5.7 kilometers a second. So, yeah, not much going on there. I did notice our BZ, which is the angle, it's not really getting to -6 hardly at all. Now, if it does at any point in time where we're getting any kind of uptick, we definitely will take a hit from it. So, on Didymos asteroid sometime, it's the one SpaceX DART is supposed to impact soon. I could look into it, Alan. I really honestly don't know much about it at all. Hey, Keith, what's up? I am in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, guys. That's where I'm at. Hey, Riggy. Down here with my family and my in-laws. They have timeshare, and it's really cool. Yeah, my in-laws are great people. We have a good time when we come down here, so it's never a bad time. I'll just put it to you that way. It's we have fun for sure. My daughter is a really dialing 4 digits. Wow, man, that's showing our age there, Tommy. What the heck? I'm telling you. Tomorrow we're taking my daughter is the movie Titanic, and even not just the movie, but like all the history and the lure behind all that. Down here in Gatlinburg, they have the Titanic Museum. We're taking her to that tomorrow. She's all excited about that. So yeah, it's gonna be a good time. We're having a good time so far. So, is your name Jenny? KB X6786753009. Hey, maybe I'll put that in one of the intro songs. How about that? Don't lose my number. Don't lose my number. 8675309. Yeah, y'all don't want me to sing. Not at all. So, I am going to go ahead and cut it off here, guys. I would go a little bit longer, but again, I'm on vacation. I want to spend some time with my family. So, yeah. But I will keep you guys updated if anything pops off. I'll try to do the best I can. But please, guys, go over here and check out Tommy. I'll tell you what I'm going to do here real quick before I get off of here. I know that let's do this real quick. And remember, guys, we are going to, I put the timestamp here for people that don't want to listen to the intro. Okay, I get it. If you're watching this on replay, just click on the 5-minute timestamp I put in the description. It's really that simple. So there is the link there to Tommy's channel. Anybody else, mods and stuff, you guys want to drop your links and stuff in there to your channels? You guys know I don't care about that. You guys go ahead. Also, I want to mention something here too, guys. I've been getting a lot of, and I know this is kind of crazy, but a lot of stuff in my comment section. I'm getting a lot of porn channels. How you guys know it's porn? It'll say hi. That's all it'll say, and it'll have like a link. Sure thing, Tommy. Cool, man. Love it, man. Love it, love it. Oh, man. Right back at you, brother. But yeah, so down there in the comment section, if you guys see that kind of stuff, you actually can report them. Okay? I'm not sure if it helps much, but one thing I do want to say, remember, if you report somebody, you actually have to give your real information. Okay? Like your address and all that kind of stuff, your IP, all that stuff, when you go to report somebody for something like that. Same thing if there's a copyright strike and all that kind of thing, that's the same thing there too. If you report anything like that, you have to give them your real information. So be careful when you're doing that. If it's something that's really not that big of a deal, my advice is just let it go and look past it, because it's just going to give you a headache. Just don't click on that crap. I mean, that's what I'm trying to tell you. And when I see it down in my description box, I get it out of there. I had somebody over here spamming my last video talking about buying Bitcoin and stuff, and you could tell it was the same person with like 25 different accounts talking to each other. It was stupid. So I just banned all those channels, but is what it is. We can't stop all of it, but just know that that's what's been. I have noticed quite a bit of those porn sites getting posted in the stupid comment section. So anybody that sees any of that kind of stuff, just kind of skip past it. I'll try to get rid of it. But anyway, guys, I am going to go ahead and pop off here. I love all you guys. And again, like I said, please go check out my brother Tommy over there, and check out everybody else too. Mark and everybody. Something else I want to say real quick. Our friend Ed Absner, that we talked to him a few times over on Mark's channel. He was the guy that was the actor in the Mary Tyler Moore Show. He passed away. He was 91 years old. Ed was a good guy, man. I mean, he was doing comedy up until he passed away. He was on tour, 91 years old, on tour doing comedy. I mean, who can say that? Wow. It's crazy. But I felt fortunate enough to be able to, meet him through Mark's channel and all that. It was really cool. He's a really cool dude. So, yeah, it's sad. Just prayers for his family and everything. And, yeah. So, and go check out my brother Mark's channel, too. Mark Pires. You guys know that. I send you all guys all the way over there. So, and I do want to say thanks to everybody that has been over to Tommy and Mark's channel also. You guys know it just becomes one big family, Siggy's been over on Tommy's channel. So, I mean, it's all one big family. It really is. It just ends up being that way. And, yeah, 91's amazing, isn't it? I mean, I hope I'm that agile and that able to get around, I really don't know what actually happened to make him pass away as far as medically or physically. But the guy stayed sharp as a tack. I know, Joanne. It sucks. It sucks to hear that kind of stuff. Just a good guy. Really good guy. But I am going to go ahead and pop off. Like I said 5,000 times already. God bless. Yahushua saves. And as always, you can drink this Kool-Aid.